everyone and welcome to Blues TV. We hope you enjoyed our introduction video and this is now our first video for the start of this season. We're so buzzing about it. It's United versus Chelsea up at Old Trafford this Sunday. I'm excited, are you?
Been waiting for this for months. I've been doing nothing the whole summer.
What a way to start the 2019-20 season, and I have a feeling, I have just like this slight feeling that it's going to go in our favour, but you know, we're going to get into that in a minute. So this is mine and Lewis's starting 11 for United versus Chelsea on the 11th of August. So for this video, we thought we would take you through it step by step. We've come up with a team, haven't we, Lewis, that we think is going to be the strongest team to put out against United, bearing in mind we do still have some injuries, unfortunately for Lampard and us fans, but I don't want to put a down on it because I actually do think we're going to do quite well, and we've got more than enough good players as we've seen in pre-season. Yeah, got a lot of promise, that's the word, Lewis. So the team grid, the team sheet here is going to appear. I'm hoping Sammy's done that exactly at the right time. So there you have it, there's the pitch, and we are now going to fill it out. So in goal, start us off, Lewis.
Easy choice, Kepa. Not very much of a discussion to. He's the best keeper we got by a distance. Great season last season. I hope he's got a better one now. Yeah,
I do as well. There's only one thing he did wrong last season, which was in the game against City at Wembley. And other than that, I think he actually had quite a promising season. He was an investment for the future, wasn't he, when we bought him?
7-year contract, and he's had a hell of a first season. Saved us plenty of points over the season. And this is the season where he could potentially develop himself a bit more and put himself in the upper echelon of goalkeepers, up at the top tier of the best in the world.
So Kepa is in goal. Now we're going to go to our back four. Now tell us the formation then that we've gone for first of all.
We're thinking between a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, but I think the 4-2-3-1's been a bit more favoured over pre-season. I think it's going to be the one that probably suits the majority of our players better, so we're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 for Sunday. Yeah,
I think 4-3-3 works if you've got really strong attacking players and, you know, a lot of promise up front, and as obviously at the moment we're in a bit of limbo.
There's a lot of question marks around this team, so I think we're just experimenting.
Yeah, totally. Now. Okay, so back four then. We've gone for Dave on the right.
Yeah.
Because, okay, fine, he didn't have the best season last season, but I do think under Frank Lampard he's going to come back to his normal form, and you know he has been one of our best players for years.
Yeah, he's had 5 years of consistency. Last season was his first real off season for us, but
it wasn't really a good season for anyone.
Yeah, that's the thing, and there was a lot to be asked of a lot of them. He had to adapt to a new system that was completely different to how he used to play, and obviously he struggled, but I think now under Frank Lampard he's going to be playing a bit more how he's used to playing, and hopefully we see the best back of him.
Yeah, okay then on the left?
Got to be Emerson by proxy. I mean, Alonso had an awful season last season. Emerson I didn't think was that much better, but I thought compared to Alonso, he was a much more safer option at left back, and I'm kind of just going to go with him again for now. Yeah,
I mean, I love Alonso, and a lot of you fans aren't too keen on him, but I think Alonso was brilliant when he was a wing back. When he went to a more solid defender, I think that's when he started to make his mistakes. And I actually think a lot of the reason Dave was so poor last season, I'm not sure, I mean, I'm just speculating, was because he didn't really trust the other defenders, so he used to come into the centre when he was meant to be on the right, and we conceded a lot of goals from that side. So yeah, I'll go with Emerson there. I would love to think we had I'm not buzzing about Emerson. Are you? He's a good player.
I'm not buzzing about any of our left backs. Last season they're both disappointing, but Emerson is decent. And no offence to Alonso, compared to Alonso, he's brilliant, so I want him starting anyway.
Okay, and you'd have him in there. Right. Then our centre-backs. Now, this was a bit of a tough decision here. Now, providing we hold on to him, we've gone with Zuma. Now, I loved Zuma before he got injured. As you know, he had that really bad injury.
He was one of our best defenders that season.
One of our best defenders that season. Then, I think because he was out for so long, he couldn't really get back into it. Then he's seen really promising spells at Stoke and Everton. And I don't know if Everton are going to want to...
Everton fans are really trying. They've got that free Zuma hashtag that's just going all around Twitter, but I think if Everton was serious, they would have already put a bid in for him, and I think Chelsea aren't going to get rid of Zuma, especially this late into the season.
I think it would be so silly as well, because obviously Rudiger's still not fit. We don't really have any other promising centre-backs, I don't feel.
There's still question marks over the centre-backs we have now.
Yeah, so I used to love Christensen, but then he sort of got pushed out. And
after
then
that Barcelona game, he was never the same.
Yeah, so I think at the moment, for us, providing nothing goes wrong, he doesn't get transferred, we would have Zuma in our team, and I'm happy about that, because I think he's more than capable of doing a good job.
Yeah.
Then we've gone for David Luiz.
Yeah. I think his experience will matter for us a lot more. David Luiz is always prone to mistakes. That's just a part of his career. But
yeah, I've never favoured.
Look at the positives of him.
I've never favoured him as a defender.
Yeah.
I've always preferred him in midfield, but he's not going to get in the midfield ahead of some of our fantastic midfielders like Kante, Barkley, and he's a completely different player anyway. But there is no other option. It's not going to be Zuma and Christensen. It's not going to be David and Christensen. I don't see Frank doing that. So
you need some experience in that back line, and David Luiz will give it to you, so he's going to have to start. And plus, against the top teams, he usually does seem to show up. He does have his errors. He gets a bit. He gets a bit overexcited and too into it, and then he ends up making a silly mistake and getting himself sent off. Yeah. So hopefully he ain't going to do that this season. Okay, so that's our top 4 displayed so lovely. I think it should be on my shoulder, but yeah. Anyway, it's developing. Midfield then. Midfield looks very promising, and with all the shakiness around our team, the one thing I like is that I feel like I can trust that midfield.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be no Kante for this game. We're not sure. We don't even know.
He's had his first game back. He's come back, but Frank has said that he doesn't want to rush it, and of course
Too much of an intense start.
We definitely, of course, and there's no chance on God's green earth I want to risk him getting injured for for furthering his injury or picking up a new one on our first game of the season, even if it is United. So we haven't left Kante out because we don't want him in our midfield. It's tactical, and it's
probably shouldn't.
To be sensible, yeah. Okay, so who have we gone with?
I'm going to go for Jorginho and Kovacic in DM. I think they've both been promising. I think there's been a little bit of worries. They were exposed a little bit in the last game. Don't think either one of them can play by themselves in DM and one can push forward. But together they're solid, and together they might be the best option we have. So I'm going to go for both of them. Yeah,
Jorginho didn't have a very good season last season.
I thought he improved towards the back end.
Fans were very, very critical of him though.
Yeah, but still, he was getting booed in the Europa League games and everything. But
that's a bit too much.
I understood some of the arguments against him, but I thought to the most part, second half of the season, his strength had improved. He was a lot smarter and a lot quicker on the ball. He was transitioning the ball a lot quicker. And I think the more he adapts to the Premier League, the more he adapts his game, the more you're going to see the strengths of him. And that there is a very talented player in there. And I'm hoping this season's a season where he shows that he's not just Sarri's boy and he's Jorginho, and he can actually do something for this team.
What he said. Okay, and then have we gone for our front three?
I think Cam was the biggest talking point because Barkley and Mason Mount have both been brilliant in pre-season. But I think we're going to go for Ross Barkley and Cam. I think he's, especially compared to when he was under Conte and Sarri, this is a completely different Ross Barkley. People are saying he looks like Brian Javi right now for us, and I think
he's had an amazing pre-season.
Build on it. A player who's playing at this level, you can throw him in the Premier League. Mason Mount's a younger player, I get that, but you could also throw him in as a sub and just see what he's capable of at the top level.
Yeah, but I think Frank. I don't think Frank would start Mason Mount, especially against United in his first game. I mean, the Premier League is very different to a Championship. That's not to say that I don't think Mason Mount can do a good job, because that's completely not what I'm saying. But I do think Mason Mount will slowly find his way into a team throughout the season. I think Ross Barkley pre-season has been insanely good.
Best I've ever seen him.
Yeah, goals left, right and centre. Good goals as well. You know what I mean? I think he really wants to shine. I think actually now Hazard's gone, they know the goals need to come from somewhere else, and I mean, everybody wants to score a goal and be the main man, don't they? So that's sometimes there'll never be a good way to say Hazard's left, because it's not a good thing for the club. It's not a good thing for anyone. But I think the team as a whole will start putting on better performances, because
that's the thing.
It doesn't centre around Eden Hazard now.
We have an over-reliance on him, and I think taking Eden Hazard away from him is kind of like saying, you lot are all on your own now, let's see what you're capable of. Because the last couple of seasons, our tactics were more or less pass it to Hazard and see if he can create a goal or score himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he's gone, they're all on their own, and we're going to see who sinks or swims in this Chelsea side.
Exactly. Okay, up next then?
Left and right mids. I think we're going to go for Pedro on the left, Pulisic on the right.
Yeah, now Pulisic I've been actually very impressed with this pre-season. Got his first couple of goals and assists. I thought that was fab.
Opened up a lot of spaces for the other attackers as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's very promising. I mean, he's our only player that we've signed, because we signed him before we had a transfer ban. He's the only properly new addition to the team that's come from a well-established team already. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I think he deserves to start. I don't think we've really got another option that would
not
be better.
Right now, because Willian's probably still getting himself fit for the season, because he had the Copa America a couple months back. Yeah, so he's not going to be back in time for United. So I think by default,
I think Frank's going to pick him. I think that's who I would go for. And then Pedro, I think his goal was
Speaks
insane.
for itself. Speaks for itself.
Probably one of the best Chelsea goals I've seen in years, really. It was like a back flick kick. I don't know what you want to call it. What do you call that?
It's a nice little
It
back
was really
heel.
good.
It's the connection. It's the perfect connection. The ball from Ross Barkley as well. Both of them is what makes that goal so beautiful.
Totally, yeah. Okay, another reason why Ross Barkley's in the side as well. Okay, then now up front, we have had a little bit of a debate about this. We cannot decide whether we're going to go with Giroud or Tammy Abraham. I've gone with Tammy, you've gone with Giroud.
Yeah.
We're going to let you guys decide at the end, so there will be a little question mark up here. But we think they're both good. I mean, the problem for me is I'm not bothered about who we put in so much. I think Tammy Abraham needs to be tested at a higher level. I think he's more than capable of doing a good job. I think he's stood out on loan for seasons now, and this is the opportunity to throw him in at the deep end and get us going. Giroud has been very promising, I think. Never really been given much of a chance under Sarri or Conte, really. You know, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
He didn't really have a fair shot, so I can see exactly where you're coming from there as well. But yeah, I've gone with Tammy just because I'd like to see him play. What do you think?
I think
It's a hard one though.
Yeah, I think all three of them both have their claims to starting lineup. I think all three of them both have their weaknesses as to why they probably shouldn't be starting. But I think Giroud's got way more experience on both of them combined. His link-up play and his hold-up play means he's going to bring other people into the game. I think first time, he's a brilliant first-time finisher. And like we said, over the last year and a half that he's been with us, he hasn't really had that much opportunity. He was mostly benched for Morata at the start under Conte, and then under Sarri he was mostly benched for Morata and then for Higuain. He's brilliant in the Europa League, but he just could only take his chance as he comes. I think right now, for how shaky our team is and all those question marks. So one thing we need a little bit of experience, and that's what Olivier Giroud can bring for us.
Okay, I mean I do agree with all your points. Like I said, I like both of them, so I'm happy with. But we're gonna let you two decide this because we couldn't come to an agreement. So guys, there you have it. There is our starting 11 for United versus Chelsea. Please comment below and subscribe if you like more of these videos. We'll do them again. And yeah, let us know if we've picked the right team. If you think there's anybody that you would switch. And yeah, we'll see you all at Old Trafford. I'm buzzing. Do you have a score prediction?
Just going to go for a Chelsea win. Let's go simple 2-1.
I was going to go 2-1. All right, we're going 2-1. I think that's reasonable. I wouldn't be surprised if we conceded a goal. We normally do when we go up there.
We're going to concede a goal.
Yeah, so, but we feel we're going to come out on top. So anyway, guys, like I said before, subscribe if you like these videos. And yeah, welcome to Blues TV. Hello everyone, I am Sophie Rose.
And I'm Lewis Gebrselassie, and we are your new presenters for Blues TV for the upcoming season.
So make sure you click the subscribe button and keep watching.